What's up, guys? It's Juanca here. I bring an OU match here against a guy that I know. His name is the Golden Ruler, so let's get into the battle. So usually with this team that I have, I usually lead off with Landorus and go for the U-turn and all that. So he leads with his Scizor. Funny thing about here is none of us go for the U-turn. We all just straight up attack each other. So he takes a big chunk out of my health. I take a big chunk out of his health. And so right here I switch out because I don't want to take another bullet punch and I can save this Landorus for later. So predicting another bullet punch, I'll go to Scizor because I can take it, and he switch out as well because he knows that I do not want my Landorus dead, so he predicts that really well. Makes a really good switch into his Latios and kills me with an HP fire. So this gives me an opportunity to go into Tyranitar because I can take any hit that Latios tries to get me, because I am specially defensive and I can Pursuit Trap him, and that's exactly what I do. I go for the Pursuit because I know that Latios can't really do to me. He knows that he can't do to me, so why not go for the Pursuit? So yeah, that's a dead Pokemon, and yeah, we go on life. So he goes into his Politoed, and I do not want to take a Scald or anything like that because I don't want this Tyranitar burned, or I don't want rain up all the time. I want my Sandstorm. So he goes for the Scald on my Celebi as I switch it in, and knowing that Giga Drain is obvious, so I'm gonna make a double switch here and go to Skarmy, thinking that maybe he wants to switch back into his Scizor or anything like that. But instead he goes into his Tentacruel. So I guess that's a really good move for me. Giga Drain is neutral and all that. So here I set up my spikes, he set up his toxic spikes, and right here he goes for the substitute. So that really kind of, I don't know, it was weird. So it doesn't really matter because I go for the whirlwind and I whirlwind him out to his Feraligatr, and this is perfect because I can basically wall this Feraligatr all day, every day. So he just, right here he goes for the Swords Dance, and I go to I go for the Brave Bird, and it does a lot. Well, that's because I got a critical hit, so pretty unfortunate for him, I'd say. So right here he goes for the Ice Punch, I think. Yes, he goes for the Ice Punch, and then I whirlwind him out. So yeah, that's exactly what I do. And so I'll whirlwind him out back to his Politoed. I do not want to, I don't know. Well, unfortunately for me, I do stay in because I do want to set up my spikes and all that. So that's what I do. I go for the spikes as he go for the Ice Beam. So right now I'm like, okay, why didn't he go for the Scald? Scald would have done better. Scald would have, at least, if I survive, I would like at least get a burn or anything like that. But no, he goes for this, Ice Beam. I go for the Roost, and he goes for the Ice Beam again. And since I use Roost, my flying type gets dropped, and I'm back to a Steel type. So it won't do a lot, but unfortunately for me, he gets a crit. So that's really unfortunate, but I do Roost up again, and this time he goes for the Scald, and this time, well, not this, well, yeah, he goes for the Scald and gets the burn. So pretty much this Skarmory is crippled. So all I can do now is just set up my last layer of spikes and hope that it'll be beneficial for the rest of the match. But during the battle, since I knew Tentacruel was there, I was thinking, okay, what if Tentacruel had Rapid Spin? So I was kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna just let this guy go. If he Rapid Spins, that's fine. So I go back. Not back. Well, yeah, I go into Celebi. This time I'm not gonna double switch out, and I'll go for the Thunder Wave. And this move right here is key to this battle because as I paralyze him, Parahex will happen and all that. So it was, you know, it was a good move, I guess. I didn't want to predict or anything like that. And he goes for the ice beam, and it does a lot. And right here, I'm not quite sure why I switched down to something that can take ice beam a lot better. At least I don't think I have something that. Yeah, because I had Latios, I had Landorus, and Trinitar. I don't appreciate Politoed. So the best thing I have is Celebi. So he switches in as I go to. I just keep recovering. Oh no, I go for the Giga Drain. Okay, never mind. So it doesn't do a lot. So right now he's gonna go for the. I forgot, what did he go for? Well, I go for the Recover, and he goes for the Substitute, I think. Okay, so I Recover, and as you go for the Substitute right now. Okay. Now, so I can't really do anything to him. You know, Celebi actually serves really well in this battle, so I'm gonna let this guy go, and I'm gonna switch Celebi out because I need it for Politoed. So I'm gonna switch it out and send in my Landorus as Death Fodder because I want to get a safe switch in and you know, break his sub and all that, because I don't know, Tentacle under a sub is pretty scary with Scald under the ring. So the best thing I have here that can take, you know, Scald and all that is Latias. So I bring in my Latias and I speed this portion of the match up because let me tell you, it's kind of repetitive. All I do is set up Calm Minds as he, like, you know, protects sub. He goes for the Scald hoping for a burn, and luckily for him he does get a crit on one of them, and he gets the burn right now. So I mean, it's just me, you know, just Calm Minding up, him protecting, getting rain dish HP up, so it was pretty much stall for me. And as you can see there, he goes for, you know, sub protect, just stalling me, just really annoying. And right now I go for the Dragon Pulse, and that breaks this up. And right here I go for the second Dragon Pulse, and it kills off this Tentacruel. So that portion of the match was pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I don't like stall, that's period. So he brings in his Scissor, and I'm fearing, you know, maybe I can take a Bullet Punch. Yeah, and I do take one. I do take one with a smidgen of health, and I go for the HP Fire and you know, dispose of this Scizor. So that's another threat that I don't have to worry about. And yeah, this Latias is doing really well right now. But you know, here comes the Fraligator to rain on my parade, and goes for the Aqua Jet. So yep, I have a dead Latias. So the best thing I can do is I can go into, I go into Celebi because I'm defensive. I'm a defensive Celebi, and I can pretty much take anything this guy hits, you know, anything that he can hit me. So well, surprisingly I outspeed it. I don't have any EV investments in speed, but I think this guy is more bulkier than, you know, than other Fraligators, but you know, it's pretty surprising I outsped it. So here comes Jolteon. I don't want to take a Shadow Ball or any HP Ice, so I'm gonna switch into my Tyranitar because that's my best switch in that I can, you know, switch in, because you know I'm specially defensive. The Sandstorm will be up. I'll get the special defense boost. So he goes for the Shadow Ball, and looking at his item, he does have Life Orb, so I'm thinking, okay, he knows he can't do anything to me, so I'm gonna just go for the Pursuit because, yeah, you know, he can't really do anything to me. So here he thought that Volt Switch wasn't gonna be affected by Pursuit, but I guess he had to learn that the hard way. So I was like, sorry man, you know, Volt Switch actually, you know, you get pursued with Volt Switch. So that was pretty unfortunate, you know, for him. But I don't have to worry about Jolteon because that's another guy out of the way. And all that he's got left is this Politoed, which can potentially potentially try to, you know, burn. Well, not burn. I have toxic. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. But the thing is that, okay, here are the last two moves of the match. He goes for the Scald. I go for the Giga Drain. He goes for the, no, he gets right here. I don't know if it mattered or not, but after this move right here, as you can see, I go for the Giga Drain. Yeah, right there. I go for the Giga Drain, and okay, now this move right here, I didn't think if it mattered anything like that, but he got the pair hacks right there, and he was like, oh, that pair hacks mattered or anything. I was like, I'm not quite sure because I still had Tyranitar, but anyways, it's fine. You know, I won the match. And I can say that was a really good match. So please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. And yeah, see you later.